What's up, guys? This is just a quick, I think it's 15 card, maybe PSA reveal. I've already seen the grades and obviously the ones that didn't get graded there, but I wanted to look at them anyway, so I figured I might as well do it on camera and upload it to the YouTube channel. If you don't already subscribe, make sure you do. It takes 2 seconds and it's free. Brikis Breaks on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get this PSA reveal video uploaded to that channel here shortly. We're also live in our Facebook group, Brikis Breaks. Join us if you're interested in personal box breaks or group breaks of any sort. Reach out to me and check us out on the group page, and also we're live on YouTube. So let's see. This was a economy service 15 card sub, vintage stuff that arrived at PSA August 12th. They entered it 2 weeks later, August 25th, and it just came to my door 5 minutes ago. So not too bad. A little over, I guess 2 months, a little less than 2 months, month and a half once they entered it. So not too bad, but this is also a higher charge service. This is not the bulk rate, and it's higher value cards. So, but they are moving pretty quick. We have 2 other subs outstanding there. One is in the second to last stage. A few of you guys are on that one. I've been updating you. I have another sub there that just hasn't even gotten to stage 4 grading yet, so that's kind of weird, as they've had it for over a month now and it hasn't even gone into stage 4 grading, and it's a small 16 card sub. Lastly, we are sending a bulk sub here shortly. I've tagged a few people that are interested in sending me some cards to get out. Imagine these will be gone for, they estimate 120 days, business days, but once they enter it and all that, it could be a while. But if you are interested, reach out to me, as I will be sending some out here shortly. All right, let's take a look and see how we did here. So my dad and I bought these vintage cards when we were set up at a pop-up shop locally, and we met with the guy and tediously went through most of them, and they were all very nice. And these were some of the higher end ones that we sent. We already got some of the other ones back, the lower graded ones, and we've also sold a lot of the raw ones, but these were the key cards in there that determined a big chunk of the value. So we did estimate what we thought would get on the grades, and we were pretty close on most of them. Obviously, that chunk in the middle there did not get graded, so we'll take a look at that. But so there's a couple Dick Butkus rookies from 1966 Philadelphia. Of course, it's daytime, and these are in slabs, so we're getting a little bit of a reflection there on the card. But so this one got a 5. Again, like I said, we kind of expected that, but still pretty nice on the Butkus rookies. There's 3 of them in here, so I'll try to find those ones first. This is a 5. It's off center and has some soft corners as well, so pretty much as expected on that one. He's probably on the bottom here. Here's another 5. So 2 5s so far on the Butkus. As you can see, off center again. Some surface mark here on the edge, and then a little bit of soft corners as well. So it's hard to get much better than that on vintage when that's the situation with the corners and stuff, but it's still worth getting it graded and slabbed. And sometimes you may get a half grade or a grade higher than you expect, but nonetheless, it's better than having it raw for value-wise. Plus, most of these are staying in our collection anyways. We might sell one of the Butkuses or something, or one of each of these here. But so there's a 5, and then this one's slightly better, mostly because of the centering. There is some surface issues there, but a little bit better centered and a little bit nicer corners. So a 6 on this one is what we, I forget if we guessed And we might have got 667 on these or 556. I can't remember, but we were pretty close on almost every card in this 15 card pile. But there's a 6 on the Buckus. That reflection is annoying. What else? There's a Gale Sayers rookie from the same set there, and that's not too bad there. A 6 on the Gale Sayers, 1966 Philadelphia. Gale Sayers rookie got a 6, and slightly off center. We actually had 2 of these, but the other one wasn't even worth grading. I think, in fact, we might have sold it raw or put it in a set, but it was worse than this one, probably a 3 or 4. So we got this one. And you know what, with that centering, I can't really complain. The corners are sharp enough to get this one to a 6, even with that centering. If it was a little better centered, you'd be looking at a 7 here. So pretty nice Gale Sayers rookie 6. There were 3 of these. And it always gets me when they decide to use the half-point grade scale and then, you know, not do so on the other one. These cards are really clean. It's a 67 Mantle. There's 3 of them in here, 1 5.5 and 2 6s. So it's interesting, you know, that they think that, you know, they can go a half grade lower, but not quite a full grade lower. So it's you know, they have their system and their way of doing it. There is a top right corner there. It's slightly off center. You know, and the other corners on the bottom there are a little, we didn't look at the backs on the other ones, but I will. So 5.5 on this 67 Mantle. Let's look at these backs real quick. Off center, but not too bad. I think that's how they were cut. Yeah, that one's off center too. That one's a little better centering on that Buckus. And the Sayers has nice centering on the back. So that probably helped that. Again, 2 5s, I mean a 5.5 and then 2 6s on the Mantles. These are nice cards. I mean, they, you know, we definitely thought we had a chance at 7s on these. I wonder if I can do away with that glare somehow. Maybe if I turn my overhead light off here. I don't know if that'll do anything or not. Nah. So this one's pretty nice. Got a little mark up there. Pretty clean surface overall and nicely centered on this Mantle. Tad off, but I mean, all 3 of these are 60/40 or better on the centering, and just nice clean cards would make great for anybody's set here. We're probably selling the 5.5 and putting the 6s in with the other Mantles and sets and stuff we have, but nice clean 6 there. Again, you know, we definitely thought it could have been 6.5 or 7, but you know, I guess with that mark there, the corners are pretty nice. They're not super sharp, but for 1967, they're pretty nice. This is a really nice card, and this one pretty similar. I actually think that second one is the nicest of the 3. This one's a little off center and a little touched up on the corners, but not too bad. But yeah, the centering's the best on that last one. But you know, a 6 is probably accurate on this one, and I wouldn't have minded, you know, a 6.5 or 7 on that other one. I wonder if that little red dot prevented it. Also, maybe a little mark on the bottom edge on that second one. It's hard to see on there, but down there. All right, so these were the bigger cards here. There's 3 of these. I'm going to start with this worst one, and I think we predicted a 4. Yeah, we predicted a 4 on one of these Tom Seaver rookies, also from the 67 set. These are high numbers and beautiful cards. We got some nice grades on them, and you know, I expected 2 of them to be nice and 1 to be below average. So this was the one of the worst of the 3, and it is a 4. It ended up with a 4, and to be honest, it's still a gorgeous card. It's, you know, just got a little bit of corner issues, and overall, I don't know if there's a, I don't think there's a crease that would be lower. So A little bit of a mark there, printer dot, and overall pretty clean card for a 4. It's hard to look at it there. Let me look at it over here. Edges, corner. I have to look back to see what we guessed on this. I think we guessed a 4, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks pretty nice. I guess that bottom left corner is dinged up enough that it can't be a 5, but the rest of the card is really nice. So that's the first one. Second Seaver, we got a 6 on. Nice 6 on the second Seaver here. Geez, I'm gonna have to. It's hard to put PSA slabs on this camera in the daytime. I even have a sheet on my window back here, but nonetheless. All right, so this is a 6. It's beautifully centered and a gorgeous card, and it would have been nice to get 2 7s here. Luckily, we got 1, but there is a mark next to Denny's ear there on the surface. You can see it there. So that probably was part of it. And let's see the back. Corners. I mean, the corners are touched up, I guess, enough for it to not be a 7, but it has, you know, as they say, eye appeal. It has amazing eye appeal. And this card's gorgeous here. Slightly off center, but that's really the only issue here. It is slightly off center left to right. Otherwise, pretty nice card. A little bit of discoloring on the back down here. But the corners are pretty nice on this, and it's just overall a very clean looking high number Seaver rookie. All right, so on to the Carew rookies. There is 5 of them. Now, the interesting part is these all came from the same collection, same guy that's had them since 1967. He bought them in packs. He's had them at his house. All the other ones graded. This one even graded. This is a high number Carew rookie, very nicely centered, and it got a 4. This is a really nice card for a 4. It does have a great eye appeal, and the top corner, both top corners are a little touched up in the back with a mark there and a little off center on the back, but really nicely centered on the front and no creases or anything. Just a little touched up corners, but they gave that one a 4 on the Carew high number rookie. And then the worst part about it is there was 4 other Carews, and they gave them all miscut from the factory. I asked the guy, he said it's up to the individual grader whether they put a miscut MC qualifier and a PSA grade on it or they don't. So I'll show you what is deemed to be miscut. Is that factory print line over here. It looks like, you know, from the factory it's supposed to be cut on that line, and because it wasn't, they won't slab it. Instead, they call it a miscut. So I knew 3 of them had that line. I don't know what happened with the other one. I remember 3 of them had that line, and that's the only thing I can think of. But these things are pretty, man. I mean, they're going right into the sets. It's really hard to. I might even sell them on PSA with this. I mean, if I were to sell them on eBay or anything, I would just leave this thing on there and show people this, because they're obviously authentic and real and clean. And to be honest with you, you know, I think they're all 7s if they aren't miscuts. Because we had the 4 here, and these are all really clean. I think they're 7s, but again, I don't even think we're selling. We might sell one, I don't know, but I'm not out here trying to, you know, talk these up or anything, because they're going in our collection anyway. But that one, and that one have the miscut printer lines, and then this one, I don't know why they deemed this one a miscut. Pretty nice card, man. I mean, it's. I mean, there's a little mark there, I guess, but I would say, just looking at it quickly, it looks like at least a 5.5 to a 7 range. But we'd already looked these and wrote the grades that we thought down before, so I'd have to go back and check. But this one does not have the black printer line, so I don't know what the miscut is, unless it's just a different size than a regular card. Well, they would have said in size, I guess. Well, I'm not quite sure what happened on that one, but I guess the black lines are what prevented the other ones from the miscut. But this one, I don't know. Let's see if that 4 had it. That 4 did not have the black lines. That 3 of them did. Okay, just a quick reveal there, and let me know if anybody wants to send out with our next sub. Thank you. All right, checking out the chats. If anybody wants to get into some group breaks, we have some stuff going on. If you want in, I have a couple spots left in 2 different breaks, and then we have some jersey breaks. So that's where we're at. One is I'm going to actually just put them up on the screen. This one has 5 left. It is round 2 on this, and it is $29. 10 spots. Top spot gets a brand new hobby box. 2022 Elements Football. Pretty nice cards, metal cards with autographs, 2 autos and a mem card in each box. $29. Top spot gets that box. Second and third get into our Elite Football 1-box break, which is right here. It's only $19 if you want to buy directly in. There's only 8 spots left. You will get a random team for a box of Elite with 3 hits in it, 2 autos. Everybody's favorite pen pal autos come in those. It's only 19 bucks, 8 left. Also in that, 4 of the random teams are going to get a spot into our Panini 1 break, which is down to 16 after the Elite break. Here's the Panini 1. It's more than just Panini 1. In fact, I'm surprised it's not sold out yet. Sometimes people don't like to gamble for 1 hit. I added a $330 autograph authentic jersey spot for our jersey break in this break. That will go to one of the people that don't get the card. There's only 1 card in the Panini 1 break. $65 will get you 2 teams. That's a 2 for deal, or $35 if you want 1. And there is 4 spots up for grabs in that Elite break. So we're filling up multiple breaks at once here by doing that, in the jersey break and everything. And then we do have the authentic jerseys as well. We have the random names and the hit draft. Lastly, tons of personals available. If anybody wants anything, let me know, ripped or shipped. I can get you a price. I will be around if you need me for anything. Let's get these things filled up so we can break. Thanks, guys.